So, what the fuck happened to this little thing up here, huh? Now it's turned into this fucking tongue sticking out. I need to create a big, huge publicity stunt to sell my records, fucking asshole. Okay, Miley Cyrus is a fucking train wreck, alright? I absolutely hate this twerking fad that's going on right now. I absolutely fucking hate it. I hate her attitude. I hate her damn sticking her tongue out in every fucking picture she takes. I don't like this chick. I don't fucking like this chick. But for some reason, this album has pre-orders. This album has one of its songs are in the top 10 most sold on iTunes. What the fuck are wrong with people? Can you not discover anything else that fucking MTV doesn't tell you to get into? Holy shit. I'm actually liked MTV on Facebook, and they have posted nothing but shit about Miley Cyrus, and I'm getting fucking sick of it. But you know what? I went and checked this shit out to see what the fuck people are listening to. And you know what kind of sucks about this thing? It's actually not the worst pop album I've ever heard in my life. I know, shocker, right? After hearing We Can't Stop and Wrecking Ball, I gotta admit, those songs are absolute shit. Nothing attracts me to these two songs at all. They're just pop garbage. I don't think Wrecking Ball is catchy at all. The song We Can't Stop, I find it a little annoying. I mean, I don't really like those two songs. I really don't. I went in this thing with really low expectations, hoping to have just like a rant video for you guys. But honestly, I can't say I hate it. And it kind of pisses me off a little bit because I want to hate it. But I can't. I can't fucking hate it. It's actually not one of the worst pop albums I've ever heard because this thing actually offers up something that I thought Miley Cyrus would never fucking offer. Variety. There are two tracks on this thing that stand out big time in my head, and I really like this album for it. Though I do think that some of the things that this album talks about is a little bit inconsistent. I mean, for instance, the song Adore You, the opening track on this thing, really sweet, really romantic kind of song, but then you have a song like Bangerz on here, like How Do I Keep a Man? I Keep a Battery Pack. You have a lyric like that on this thing when you have this fucking like marriage song in there too, My Darling. My Darling. That song is another really romantic thing. But the rest of the songs are about partying and just fucking hooking up and like what message are you trying to convey here? I mean, it doesn't make any sense why you have such romantic songs on this thing and then you have lyrics like that in other songs. It's like I don't know what the hell you're trying to do, but at least you're spicing it up a little bit, I guess. But it's still, lyric-wise, there are so many things on this album. This is pretty much known that just make you roll your eyes. The lyrics on this thing can be really fucking corny and really like. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, it really is. It's obvious. I mean, like driving so fast, about to piss on myself. A line so great that had to be repeated twice. But I guess I should go ahead and talk about that song because 4x4 featuring Nelly is actually one that stands out in my head. This song sounds like one that her dad should be doing. I mean, this is a big time, really country song with more of a club feel to it, I guess. It's like a country song that takes place in a carnival, but it's like a nightmarish carnival, like the clowns all have creepy fucking Joker faces and shit. That's what this song sounds like to me. But actually, this song really sticks out because it's on this pop album, but it has a really, like, country feel to it. And I actually really like that, and Nelly is also on this track, which is kind of weird, but he actually has a rap verse in there that makes sense. This is actually a song I like on this album, despite it having some really kind of shitty lyrics, honestly. And I think the chorus is a little bit too simple, I guess. Round and round and away we go, round and round and away we go. It gets a little annoying, especially since it repeats a little bit there at the end, but I actually kind of like this song, sadly. The song Bangerz featuring Britney Spears, I cannot hear Britney Spears in this track, but supposedly she's somewhere in there. But this song, I mean, like, I want to hate it, but I can't hate it. I mean, like, once again, the lyrics, like, you hear some of the lyrics in these songs and they're just like fucking, why did you say that? Like, who wrote that on paper and was like, oh, yeah, that's okay, go with that. But musically, it's just bumping. Some people would say you could probably dance to it. It's really not the worst thing in the world. I mean, like, this thing leaves me with such mixed feelings. I feel like I've just been shaken with like all of these different emotions, and I don't know what to feel about this thing really, because like there's just like this counterbalance of pros and cons that's just so fucking outweighed here. I will say that the song My Darling though just totally rips off the song Stand By Me. I mean easily, like without fucking shame. The chorus is the chorus to Stand By Me. It's there, it's obvious. The song Love Money Party is just like the biggest filler song ever. Like this song was written in like 4 seconds, I guarantee you. It's totally filler material. This song has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. The song Get It Right has this repetitive chord progression on acoustic guitar that isn't bad, but it gets a little bit repetitive in there because there's not much of a change up later on in the track. The song Drive I also feel like kind of drags on a little bit, but I kind of like the electronics going on in this thing. And then the song F You. This is another one that sticks out in my head. It has this big time like 1940s big band feel to it. You know when Christina Aguilera did that song Ain't No Other Man? Or when, even better, when Kimbra did the song Good Intent? Well, it has that feel to it. It has that old-timey 1940s feel to it with a big band behind her. The way she's delivering this song vocally, it makes for another thing that kind of spices up this album a little bit. It gives it something different. A new style of music is happening on this thing, which I'm really enjoying. The song 4x4 and FU both have these different genres of music going on in this pop album. And honestly, I feel like she would have way better of a record if she kind of kept doing that. But I understand that, I mean, she's a pop artist. And I mean, I don't know how far she could go out from that. I mean, those songs are both pretty close to the formula of this album, but I thought it was enough to spice it up, and I'm really liking that. I mean, I wanted to hate it. I say it again, I wanted to hate it, but they're not bad. They're honestly not bad. Lyrically, they're bad, but musically, it can be pretty catchy, honestly. The song Do My Thing, once again, I feel like this is just filler material. Let's have Miley Cyrus do another fucking song about how badass she is and she's gonna do her thing. I mean, like, we get it. We get the fucking message. You're not Hannah Montana anymore. We know. We fucking know. You cut off all your hair, you're gonna act like a badass and get naked every fucking chance you can. We're all gonna see your tiny ass, white girl ass, rub it up on Robin Thicke and shit. What the fuck ever. The song Maybe You're Right is just a really slow thing that almost closes out the album, along with the song Someone Else, which I actually kind of like. I think it closes really good. So honestly, this thing just, it shakes me up. I know that I said that I have a lot more negative views on this album than I do positive, but at the same time, even those songs that I find something negative with, there's something else in there that I kind of like, and I'm just so confused. I'm so fucking confused. So, I mean, guys, I'm about as shocked as you are, honestly. Like, if you listen to this thing, I hope someone out there can see what I'm trying to say, because it shocked me. It really did. After hearing Wrecking Ball and We Can't Stop, I just thought this thing was going to be full of fucking bullshit. But there are some things to like in this album, which really shocks me. Yeah, what the hell did you people think of this album? I'd really be interested to know about what y'all thought of this album. So, leave it down there below. I would love to fucking hear it, because I need some other opinions on this thing, like, big time. Does anybody agree with me about this thing? Does anybody see the pros and cons? Can anybody tell what I'm trying to say? Like, leave that down there below too. I'd love to make sure you know. So, yeah. Mr. Money 1 2 3 5. I'll see you guys later. Blowing my mind.